that is what we will do. So, well, I am Blythe Egbert, for those that may not know me, and we're going to record this session so people that can't jump on right now can watch later. But any questions that you guys have, just feel free to stop and ask, or put them in the chats and ask, and I can definitely hit on everybody's questions. And that's kind of why we wanted to form these groups, was to make sure that you guys feel equipped and educated enough to go out and really just do the work. So this business is very simple, as long as you keep it simple. I think we are very good at as humans, to complicate things and to make things harder than they need to be. And so try to keep everything simple, especially if you're just starting out in your business. Like simplify, simplify, simplify. So let's get started with bookings. And it's funny that I have this topic because we did our, let's see, it was 31 hard in July. Some of you may have joined with us. So we did that in July. And one of my things was to do 10 reach outs a day. So basically try to get 10, reach out to 10 people with bookings. Hi, Gloria. Hey. Oh, you got a little babe there. So cute. And so I did that like consistently, probably not 7 days a week, but more like probably 5 days a week. I literally reached out to 10 people to try to get bookings and got like 0 bookings, you guys. And I'm looking at this like, what the heck? Like, what is going on here? And so what I came to the conclusion was things that I did 13 years ago, things that I even did 5 years ago or 2 years ago, the way we run this business is still relevant. So as far as 3 parties a week, bookings are the lifeline to your business. You always need referrals. Like in that manner, this business is still the same. What I found was that the way we approach bookings maybe isn't relevant anymore compared to 2 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And so it's changing some of those things to be more up to date, basically. So if those of you who are brand new, you guys probably got this, like you're probably already booking and like, girl, this is easy. For me, 13 years ago, it was totally different. So we'll kind of touch on some of that. And like I said, if you guys just joined us, hey, Tara, hi, you look so cute today. If you guys have questions about bookings, feel free to just stop and ask. We want to make sure everybody's equipped with what they need to feel confident, because what we know is that if you don't feel confident and you feel confused, you will do nothing. And we don't want you to do nothing in your business. Okay, and Erin jumped on. Hey, Erin. All right, so we're going to get started. So the first thing with bookings, you guys, when I first started my business, it was a mind thing for me. When I first started, I thought nobody's going to book with me. Like, this is Mary Kay. People are going to think I'm crazy because I was 22 years old, starting this business that's for old ladies with big hair, bright lipstick. Like, I'm going to tell my friends and they're going to think it's a joke and nobody's going to book. So it was a huge mind shift for me. Like, I really had to convince myself and talk myself into that people do want this. Like, people want an opportunity to try skincare and makeup before they buy. People want an opportunity to be in my space, to feel good about themselves and to feel good about who they are, and then leave feeling more confident. People want that. People are looking for that. People are craving that. And that was 13 years ago. So imagine what women are craving today. Craving that confidence, craving just being in space of women who are encouraging and positive and just really want to lift them up and help them be better, even if it's not in their job, but be a better mom and be a better wife. Like, I think women are craving that. They just don't know that they're craving that. And so if we can get them in our space and show them what it could be like and who they are and how confident they can be, like, I think that's a game changer. So my first question to you guys would be, what are your thoughts around booking? So when you think, oh, I need to go get some bookings, what's your first thought? And you guys can share if you want, or you can type it in the comments or the chats, whatever.
For me, I feel like it's just, okay, let's go to Facebook Messenger and let's just find people to message. And I almost feel like that's so not the way to go anymore, and finding an alternative
Mhm.
because
Okay.
everybody's doing that.
Yeah. So is this Aaron? Is that who's talking?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Aaron. Hey. So when you go to Facebook Messenger, are you messaging it out or are you like voice messaging?
So I've been trying to do better about doing the voice message opposed to just like random like mass texting. So yeah, typically I would just do a mass like, or not mass text, but I would text first before doing the voice message.
Okay. So what I heard you say is basically when you think of bookings, you think, oh, I got to jump on Facebook Messenger and message people. Does that give you like a positive feeling or does it give you like a wah, wah, I don't really want to do this?
It's like icky. It's like I don't even enjoy going and doing it.
Okay. Yeah. So that could be a shift for you. Like that could be something that you could give energy to and you could write down the thoughts. Like, I guess my first things would be for that would be like, why am I feeling this way? Like when I think of bookings and I feel like I have to go straight to Facebook Messenger, why am I feeling icky about this? And just dig deeper into that, because that could definitely be one thing that's maybe holding you back from bookings if you don't like your attempt on how you're doing it. So
Okay.
anybody else, what do you think when you think of, when I say, okay, we're going to all get 10 bookings today? What are you thinking? What's crossing your mind?
Hi, it's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
I'm old. So the texting and the Facebook messaging and all that kind of stuff is kind of uncomfortable for me, because I feel like I'm not, how I want to say it, I'm not actually making a contact. I just feel like I'm just sending out a bunch of messages and then not hearing back from people. In my generation, I'm in my 50s, my late 50s. So in my generation, it was always a voice thing. And I'm just not confident when I do the text messages. I did 15 reach out yesterday and got one response. So I don't know if it's normal. There's something else I could be doing. I'm not sure.
So how do you feel when you're on the phone? Like when you call and you're talking to somebody, how do you feel about that?
I'm uncomfortable all the way around.
Okay.
I just don't know if, because I feel like it's, I'm not making a connection, maybe, that I feel like the text messages and the Facebook messages aren't getting me anywhere. I don't know if it's in my head or I just need to be more patient. I'm not real sure.
Right. Okay. So for you, it could be more of like a confidence thing and just feeling confident about booking and feeling good about that. So, okay. So that would be kind of my first question, you guys, is how are you thinking? What are you telling yourself about booking? Because it's the law of attraction. So what we think about, we bring about. If we think that people don't want to book, or if we think that, oh, if I text all these people, they're not going to want to book, that's probably what's going to happen. And so try to center your thoughts around like positive things with booking. Like I said before, like think about how many women would love to be in your space, and think about who you are and what you're creating and how other women would love to have that as well too. So that was my first thing when I was a new consultant. I had to change my thinking around booking. The next thing was that bookings obviously is the lifeline to your business. So if you're out of bookings, you're out of business. I know you guys, even as new consultants, you've probably already heard that if you're out of bookings, you're out of business. But it is so true. Like that's how we continue to build our teams and to build our customer base, is through those bookings. So being confident in this area, I think, is one of the most important areas, that and recruiting. Because if you get booking down and you get confident in your booking, like you can do anything with your business. Then it's just an effort thing. Like then you just got to go out and put the work in. So let's just talk about some ways to get bookings and different ideas, and I'll kind of share with you what has worked for me and what maybe hasn't worked. Because I think a lot of it is just trial and error. Like, what's going to work for you? What's going to work for your pet personality? Is it going to be that you can call somebody and talk to them on a phone and they instantly feel a connection with you? First of all, I do believe that multiple ways of communication is good. So like for me, I work with David's brides a lot. And so we only get their email address. So I will email them. And then as soon as I email them, I jump on Facebook and I try to find them on Facebook. I'll friend them first on Facebook and then I message them and just say, hey, this is Blythe with Mary Kay and David's Bridal. I just sent you an email about being the bridal winner for this month. I just wanted to make sure the email didn't go to your spam. And most of the time, people reply to that before they reply to my email. So that could be the same thing for you, sending a text message to their phone versus getting on Facebook Messenger and finding them on there. So I personally, I will try to reach out to them any avenue that I have the means for. Like if I have their phone number and I find them on Facebook, I'll try to reach out to them both ways. I do like Facebook Messenger because then they can see like, oh yeah, if it was a referral, she's already friends with my friend Sarah that gave her my name and number. So then she can kind of make the connection versus me just texting her. She doesn't really know for sure if I met with her friend Sarah, like she doesn't even know if I know her. But so I will reach out to her on Messenger as well too. And it could be, you don't even have to send the same number. If you have her text and you text her and you don't get a response, that next day I would Facebook message her and just be like, hey girl, just wanted to make sure you got my text. I know sometimes my texts aren't going through or my phone acts up or whatever. Just wanted to make sure you got it so you didn't miss out on this opportunity. And then what else? There was something I was reading the other day and it said like most people don't respond until the 7th or 8th reach out. Isn't that nuts? Crazy, right? Like so crazy. But think about it. Think about yourself, how busy you get. Somebody sends you a text. You're like, oh, I'll read that later. Or somebody sends you a Vox and it's 8 minutes long. You're like, oh, I'll listen to that later. And then what happens? You don't. They text you again. You're busy or you're working and you just don't. So be that butterfly. Don't be that mosquito. So go about your business with your gut feeling and your intuition as well too, because if you feel like you're getting annoying to her, you might be getting annoying to her. If you feel like, oh, I mean, she's responding to me, she's just not saying yes or no, then maybe continue to reach out to her if you feel like there's something there and she's not telling you no. And then also, you guys, the bubble sheet. I love the bubble sheet. And does everybody know what the bubble sheet is? Yeah, okay, perfect. So I won't pull it up. But that thing, like when I'm in a booking just rut and I have to get bookings on my date books to keep my business going, I love pulling out that sheet and just really feeling like, okay, it's a win-win either way. Like I'm just gonna fill this sheet up today and I'm gonna have like a jam session and just get this whole sheet done in an hour or two time, however long you have. But that will give you that quantum leap, you guys. So if you're in a spot right now in your business where you're like, dang, I have some big goals, but my date book does not match those goals, you need a quantum leap. You need something that just explodes things quickly rather than, well, I'm going to reach out to 10 contacts a day. Like 10 contacts a day probably isn't going to get you far. So do that quantum leap and just do a whole bubble sheet in one day and see where that gets you. But like I said, it's a win-win either way. And then Sarah, you're not sure what a bubble sheet is. I'll see if I can pull it up for you while we're on the Zoom and then you can see it, Sarah. So
thank you.
Pull that bubble sheet out again. Pull that, let me see if I can pull it up. Pull that out and give it a go. Try to do one sheet in one day. Like literally, if you have to go to a hotel and book a hotel for yourself for a night to get a dang bubble sheet done, like just go and do it. Because I think you'll be you will feel good about yourself. You'll feel like, okay, I accomplished something. Even if you don't get the results you want, girls, you'll still feel good that you did the activity. So let me try to, I'm going to share this real quick, Sarah. So you can see here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Just trying to find where it's at. Maybe you guys don't want to see my husband's landscape designs, do you? I mean, because that's what's coming up. I don't see my other, maybe I need to minimize it or something.
Even if maybe you can just post it.
Yeah, I'll post it or I'll send it to you because I don't, for some reason, it's not like coming, that file's not coming up that I have pulled up. So I'll send it to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, pull that bubble sheet out if you feel like you're in a rut. And even if you're not in a rut, girls, that's something good to do too. The other thing I wanted to talk on real quick, has anybody heard of the 4-Hour Plan by Tammy Craig?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sarah has. Anybody else?
I don't
No?
think I
Okay.
have.
Okay. So I'll kind of share it. And then what I want you guys to do when we get off of here, I'm almost positive, let me look it up, but I'm almost positive it's on YouTube. It's really good. So if you have 4 hours a day that you can do Mary Kay, great. Do this 4-hour plan. If not, just dice it up however you need to. If you need to have a 2-hour plan, have a 2-hour plan. If you need to have a 1-hour plan, have a 1-hour plan. But it just gives you the basics. Of what to do in those 4 hours. Yes, it's on there. So on YouTube, you'll go to 4-hour plan for, well, there's one for consultants. So consultant 4-hour plan by NSD Tammy Craig, and it's CRAYK, Tammy Craig. But I'm just going to kind of briefly explain it, but I want you guys to jump on there and watch it too, because it's not only good for bookings in your business, it's good for recruiting, it's good for follow-up. So what she does is she takes like, okay, for this hour, I am going to work on bookings. For this hour, I'm going to work on recruiting, get people scheduled for a career chat, get people lined up to come to events, things like that. This hour is customer follow-up. So I'm going to reach out to customers. I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to check in and see if they need to reorder. And this hour, I'm going to do XYZ. So it like breaks things down in your business and it keeps it simple. So remember in the beginning, for those who were on, I said this business is simple if we keep it simple. It is so simple. And so that 4-hour plan is going to give you the bookings, the recruiting, just all the basic things that we need to keep in front of us. And then everything else will fall into place. So it's kind of like being a star consultant. When you're a star consultant, what's the one thing you need to focus on to be a star consultant?
Sales.
Sales. Okay. Are there like any programs or anything you could do that would?
Oh, the power program.
Yay! Yeah, that stinking power program. So if you did that consistently on a monthly basis, you guys, you would automatically hit your star, right? You'll at least be a 1600 star. So there's no even reason to think about your star if you're focused on your power programs. Because if you do at least 600 wholesale every single month and hit your P6, you're good to go. Like you don't even have to worry about that star. So same thing with this. Like if you work on booking, coaching, selling, recruiting, everything else that has to do with the business will kind of fall into place. But you just need to keep it simple to focus on those basic things. Okay, what else here? I feel like I'm missing some things. So let's just go over just some basic scripts and text just to kind of give you guys like an idea. And you're obviously going to customize it for your personality, all that good stuff, but you can have a basic. So if you are a brand new consultant and like you're just getting started, and even if you're not brand new, let's say you've had a business debut and you've already had parties and you've already facial people, you can still use this script. But it's something I always used when I first started was just, hey, I don't know if you know or not, but I started my Mary Kay business, and one of my very first goals is to share my products with 30 people this month. And so I thought of you. There's no obligation to buy. Like, I don't want you to feel pressured. I just need practice. And so I would love to borrow your face and just practice. And that's it. Like, then you ask her, like, what works best for you? Days, nights. I always ask, does sometime during the day work best for you? Because I like to do my appointments during the day. So I don't even give them an option for at night at first. So if you do like night appointments, then you could offer that. Just would sometime at night work best for you? And then you get her booked. And then from there, you're going to go into, oh, by the way, to help me get to my 30 faster, who do you know that would love to join you for the free pampering? And we could just turn it into a girls' night. And so make it really relaxed, you guys. Make it like, hey, I need your face. Let's get that booked. And then who else do you know? Who else could come to help me get to my 30 faster? And then book with those people, get their names and numbers, and then you'll reach out to them as well too. And invite them. Like, hey, my name's Blythe. I know you don't know me, but I'm friends with your friend, Stephanie, and she is helping me with a huge goal. I just started my Mary Kay business, and so I'm fresh and I'm looking for 30 faces. And she thought you would love to join us and just have a fun little girls' night and let me demo my products. No obligation to buy, all that good stuff. So that's one script that you could use, just 30 faces. And girls, guess what? You can always do 30 faces. So I've been a Mary Kay for 12 years and I can still have the goal of doing 30 faces. So don't feel like, oh, well, that script, I used that when I was a brand new consultant. You can still use it. Nobody knows you're not working on 30 faces this month. I try to stay away from like talking about goals that have to do with like red jacket, because people don't know what a red jacket means. So more tangible goals like, hey, I'm working on earning a free car with Mary Kay. I don't know about you, but if somebody texts me and said, hey, I'm working on earning a free car for my company, like, yeah, I'll help you. Like, that's why I signed up for Mary Kay, because Colleen was trying to earn her first free car. So I signed up to help her. So try to do more tangible goals, not like, hey, I'm working on directorship, or hey, I'm working on my red jacket, because they don't know what any of those mean. Try to think of yourself before Mary Kay. In the lingo. Like, if you didn't know what it was before you were Mary Kay, they probably don't know what it is either. So give them a more tangible goal. Okay. And then I'm going to share one more thing with you, and then I'm going to open it up just to see if you do have any questions. So there is a Win It Wednesday tonight. Did you guys know about the Win It Wednesday that's happening tonight?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to give you a script, and your homework is going to be to book people for this Win It Wednesday. Because that will help you with recruiting. So although it's kind of like a booking, because you're booking them to get on, it's also going to help with recruiting. So let me pull it up here. Here is the script.
It counts as a booking?
No, it wouldn't count like as a face, but it's like a booking to get her on. You're booking her to get her on the Win It Wednesday.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it won't count as a face, because I think they're just sharing the opportunity. I don't think they share the product, but it would count as a career chat towards your power numbers.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so here's the script. Hey, Cassidy, random question / thought. And I'll post this, you guys. I'll post it in the Unleashed group area, Facebook group. That way you don't have to write it down. Random question or thought. There's a super fun MK virtual event called Win It Wednesday that my girlfriends are putting on, and I thought you would enjoy it. It's a fast event that will be an inspiration, and we're giving away cash, beauty box, and some surprise goodies. It's tonight at 8 p.m. on Zoom. You don't have to dress up for it. All you have to do is just jump on. Let's see. Mary Kay may or may not be for you, but the giveaways are fun, and it will be a good way to unplug after your day. I really think you would love it. Do you mind joining in? P.S. I'm in a contest to have 5 gals on, so I will totally bribe you with a free lip gloss, and you can change that for whatever you want, just for jumping on for me. And so I'll post that in the group, and then that's going to be your homework, girls, is to work on this and then print your bubble sheet. Get that bubble sheet printed, because if we don't print it, that's number one step. If we don't print it, we probably won't do it. We won't get it done. So if you don't have a printer, guess what? You can get out a piece of paper, you can get a pen, and you can start making circles on the paper, and just that can be your bubble sheet. So any questions centered around bookings? You can put them in the chat, or you can voice them.
Are you gonna post your bubble sheet as well?
Yes. Yeah, I'll post that on there too. Sure will. Anything else?
No, I thought I was gonna ask something, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have all the questions.
That's fine.
Yes, I have
Ask.
all of them. I have all the questions.
But if you have
I
a
mean-
question, somebody else is probably thinking it too. They just don't know how to ask or don't want to ask. So go ahead and ask.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I even know how to ask. I guess bookings for whatever reason is like a constant struggle for me. I've kind of like recruiting's kind of come full circle for me. Like that's getting some momentum and like working on my team. My team's doing really well, but like for some reason, like booking people is a struggle for me. Or like getting people to bring friends even. So I don't know. I guess I'm wondering like, how do you even get like your current customers to come? Like if they're already a customer and they already like the stuff, how do you entice them to maybe come to a session and bring friends, or have a session and bring friends?
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good
Mhm.
question. Sarah, I don't know if you were on earlier when we were talking about it, but my first question that I asked everybody was, what are your thoughts centered around booking? Because sometimes we have to change our mindset to be able to get bookings, because what we think about, we bring about. And so if we think that nobody wants to book or that people won't want to come, that's what we usually get. And so
Yeah.
that was my first question to them, was just dig a little bit deeper in that thought. Like I know Erin kind of shared, and her feelings were like, oh, like dreaded. I have to jump on Facebook Messenger and message people. Like, I don't want to do that. And so I just challenged her to like dig a little bit deeper into that and find out like, what is it about it that you don't necessarily enjoy or that you don't like? And there will be things in your business, you guys, that you just don't love. Like, I feel like that's part of life and part of every business. Like you're going to have things that you're great at, and you're going to have things that maybe you're not so great at, that you can put more money there and training and education to get better at it.
Okay.
But what I would say for your specific question with like customers, I try to think of something that they haven't done before. And so one of the things that I'm doing now, especially with everything kind of being more virtual, a lot of my customers haven't tried the Hydra session. And so what I did is I wanted it to be a system where I didn't have to put a ton of effort into it every single time that a customer did a Hydra session. So I recorded a 6-minute video of me showing the Hydra session samples, how to use them, what it's going to do for their face. And so I recorded that video. So now I can reach out to my customers and be like, hey girl, I know it's been a while since we have met or been in person together, but I have this amazing spa-like Hydra session that we just created with Mary Kay. I would love to get your feedback on it, because I know you use quite a bit of our products. I promise you, your face is going to feel amazing. And I'll give you like a gift card just for trying it out and giving me your input.
Okay.
And so she says yes. I send her the sample pack, and then as soon as she gets the sample pack, she texts me and says, hey, I got the sample pack. I send her the video of how to do the Hydra session, so that way she can do it and she can watch whenever it's convenient for her. And then after she does that, there's a second video, a 6-minute video of my marketing that unlocks her gift card. So in order to get the gift card from the Hydra session, she watches this little 6-minute marketing video that I did, that shares a little bit about you know, the opportunity and stuff like that. And then in there, that's how her gift card is activated. So it's something that like I can get a lot of faces because they're trying the product. I'm following up with them, but I don't have to spend a lot of time running around or redoing the video and telling them how to do a Hydra session and all that stuff.
Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Okay,
So
thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. So just try to think of like things that maybe your customers haven't tried yet. Like obviously all the new fall products coming out, like they haven't tried those. So use your test panel. Like, hey, I need 10 of my top VIP customers to be on this test panel for me. So just get creative with ways, and then obviously whatever it takes to get them, like if you got to get them free product, give them free product. If you don't, some people will do it just to help you, and that's cool. But kind of know your customers and know like, all right, am I going to have to incentivize here? Am I going to have to give her some free stuff, or is she just
Right.
willing to do it to help?
Right.
So yeah, good question. Any other questions? Okay, Gloria, yes, that is a good question. So what I started doing, Gloria asked, when we get a response of no, like somebody says, no, I'm not interested, do we still try or do we give up? So what I've been doing is if I'm trying to book a referral and she's like, no, thank you, I'm not interested. I'll just text her back and be like, hey, no problem. Like, thanks for getting back with me. I don't know if this would be better for you or not, but I can send you a Hydra session. That way you can do it on your own time and you can still get your gift card from whoever. So I try one more time. Like if she doesn't want to book a one-on-one in person or a facial and makeover, then I'll try the Hydra session. Like, hey, do you mind if I send you a virtual Hydra session and you can try that? It's totally on your own time. I'll send you a video that walks you through how to use it. You don't even have to leave your bathroom, and then you can still get your free gift card. So you could also ask the question too. I know for recruiting, you can ask, is that no, not now, or no, never? Because sometimes it's just, no, not right now. Like I'm super busy. I had a girl tell me yesterday, she's like, oh my gosh, I would love to try Mary Kay products. She's like, I used to work for Clinique and did makeup for years. And she's like, so I'm definitely interested. Get back with me, you know, when my schedule slows down or whatever. So it wasn't a no, never. It was a no, not right now. But in the future, I want to get together. So good questions. Anything else? Any other questions? You guys good? Okay. Well, I'm going to post the script for the Win It Wednesday. So you guys can reach out to some people for the Win It Wednesday, and then also the bubble sheet. So you can print that out and start using that as well too. So that's your homework, and get it done ASAP. Otherwise it won't get done if you're anything like me.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, have a good day.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.